Aries, your love reading begins with a Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Magician. Your person in this connection is coming in with the World, Ten of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Hermit. At the bottom of this deck, you have that beautiful Queen of Pentacles, having arrived in her garden, having gone through a lot of trials and tribulations. The Queen of Pentacles is very strong, Taurus, grounded energy. I'm going to come back to her, but right away, let's just get right into your reading, Aries. You and your person, you're coming in with that Queen of Wands. They're coming in with that World card. So for you, there is a feeling of having arrived in a place where you are more mature, more confident. You've learned some lessons. You've been through something quite difficult. A period of time in your life that may have been caused you a lot of a lot of difficulties, a lot of anxiety. You may have had to really work to get through it. A lot of blows to your ego, perhaps some failures here and there. But right now, you've come to this place where you've arrived and you are feeling confident and sure. You've come out of the other side and, it feels really good. It's very, very in line with your energy, strong fire energy, Aries. Your person coming in with that World card, they're feeling they also are coming to the close of a particular stage in their life, but right away ready to start a new stage. There's a lot of reaffirmation coming into your person's life right now that they're exactly where they should be, that they're on their path. Let's get a little bit deeper. Fool energy, you're ready to take another leap of faith. You're ready to jump into something else. And here we have for your person an opportunity. So this may be a new love connection coming in, right? Right away, I see here that it's almost as if the state that you're in now is like fully healed from whatever you've gone through. You've integrated all your lessons and wisdom, and you're fully ready to forge ahead, right? You're fully ready to jump in again. Your person with this opportunity coming in, again, this opportunity with a connection for a connection with you feels very fated to them. Let me get some more clarity on this, though. I want to see what that Fool is all about. Five of Wands. There has been some, there's some competitive energy here. There's some sort of, I want to say, working through here. Some maybe bickering. It feels competitive, right? It feels very, very competitive. I feel like your person is providing a challenge for you. Something about this person provides a challenge for you. And this leap of faith that you're wanting to take, this risk that you're willing to take with them, part of it is the chase, right? You love to chase. And with that Five of Wands, it almost seems as though you've been having to compete with other people for their affections. You've been having to sort of stake your claim or try to stake your claim. And all of that is it almost seems exciting for you, right? Your person, let's get some clarity here. They're going to be very clear. Oh, okay. They're very clear about what they want. Eight of Wands coming in. Their communication with you is very straightforward. This person is putting a lot of boundaries in place with whoever is around them. Okay. That Knight of Cups comes in. It feels as though they're interested in you as well. But again, they have a lot of people around. They have a lot of other suitors around that you're kind of having to deal with. And you're there for it. It's like you're not shying away from it at all. How do you see each other? Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a real gem, a real dime piece that you're kind of competing for. You see them as a Nine of Pentacles. This person presents to you as being extremely independent, about their paper. They work really hard and they are single. For you, they see you as 10 of Wands. When they see 10 of Wands. It almost feels as though you're the type of, they can see that you're the type of person who really takes on a lot of energy, right? You take on energy, you take on issues, like you're involved. When you're interested in somebody, you become really involved. Sometimes that can be overbearing. Sometimes it can be overwhelming. It can be too much for you to carry. And often, sometimes you can even get kind of a little bit lost between what you truly desire and sort of the burdens that you're taking on for somebody else. There's a very specific energy that you're presenting here that this person is really, really picking up on. Like I said, they're going to be really clear with you about their boundaries. They're going to be really clear about what it is they desire, what they want. Communication is going to be quick. They're not going to, they're not going to wait to tell you anything. They're not going to wait to tell you that they're interested. All of this energy is going to come in quite quickly. Clarity on that 10. 5 of Swords energy. Yeah, it almost seems as though they can see, Aries, that sometimes the way you interact and deal with situations is a little bit futile. You sometimes do some self-sabotaging. This is going hand in hand with that 10 of Wands. It's almost as if, like, although you have that experience, that Queen of Wands, at least you feel like that, right? You feel like you've reached a certain level of maturity and experience, and yet and still you kind of still get in your own way here. Some of the ways that you interact with people, your person sees it as like not working. I'm not sure that they entirely trust your intentions here either. 7 of Swords is very toxic, like treacherous energy, but it's also the card for futility. It's the card that comes out oftentimes when you're sabotaging yourself. The way you're behaving or the moves that you're making are never going to succeed. Death energy comes in, scorpionic energy, and judgment, forgiveness. Wow, there's a huge change coming in. Like, you're really changing. You've changed a lot already, but it almost seems like in the process of this connection with this person, you're changing even more. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. I will be pulling zodiac runes later on to see what kind of energies you may or may not be dealing with, but feels very much like this scorpionic energy or this sort of, regenerative life and death, rebirth, restarting energy, that sort of karmic energy that Scorpio brings to a situation is almost happening here. This person is serving as an opportunity for you to really, really grow and change. There's judgment here. Judgment, in fact, is a call to sort of bring your true authentic self and an understanding of yourself and how you connect to others. Ultimately, a feeling of forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, understanding, getting to a place, judgment is all about getting to a place where you start to see why you've done the things you've done, why other people do the things they do. And there's a sense of connectedness, of connecting on a human level, and having empathy and understanding, and ultimately through that having forgiveness. I think your person is the type of person who's very supportive. They are very encouraging, right? They want to sort of, I'm going to say they want to provide for you a space, a safe space, especially here with this energy. You take on a lot. Sometimes you do things that's kind of dumb, Aries. You mess yourself up, and they're really in a place where they want to show you what it's like to be with somebody who forgives and understands and has compassion, and they want to bring that to you. Let's get another one. 5 of Swords again. Well, actually, 5 of Wands, to compare with that 5 of Wands. Yeah, but the 5 of Swords, giving up a fight, giving up a particular fight. I feel like they want to show you how to stop fighting yourself, how to stop sabotaging yourself, how to give forgiveness to yourself. 5 of Pentacles, another 5. You have 1, 2, 3 5s now. 5 being the number for strife and dissonance, in tarot. Five of Pentacles energy here. A real sort of, I want to say, a real setback, you know, a real sort of being broken down to the ground and having to build yourself back up, you know, being on the outside looking in energy. Again, I think that perhaps you find yourself in those situations, right? As a result of some of the behaviors or the way that you carry on, sometimes I feel like you find yourself being ostracized or, you know, sort of cast out. But this is all changing for you, right? With that death card, this is all changing as a result of being with this person. I feel like this person provides a sense of inclusion for you, acceptance for you. Very strong, supportive earth energy here. You see them as that. How do you see the relationship? Again, for you, Fool energy, you know, this relationship is like a whole new opportunity. It really offers a brand new thing. You know, it feels new to you, really, really new, and you're willing to take it. Fool has shown up twice in this reading for you, for your energy. So this is really a newness here, a new beginning, a new feeling with a new type of person, a type of person you haven't been with before. Nine of Wands is how they see it. They, you know, they understand that this relationship is going to require some work. They're willing to put some work in. They're willing to sort of dig deep and bring a quality here, you know, an understanding that will help both of you. I think you're dealing with somebody who's very emotionally mature, right? It doesn't really, there's nothing here about who they are or what they do or anything like that. This is really strictly a connection reading, Aries, here. And this is more about you, this reading, than them. They provide just such a supportive environment. I want to say Queen of Pentacles is what they're resonating with for sure, because that strong earth support, stability, advice, you know, guidance, counsel, right? King of Swords, yeah, truth coming in, really hard truths. This is somebody who isn't afraid to talk to you, and you know, they're not afraid to sort of tell you what you need to hear, right? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a lot of activity, a lot of change is happening right now for you, right? You're really kind of, I want to say that you're going through a period of sort of upheaval and flux. Things are really changing a lot. You're trying to keep all the balls in the air. You're trying to stay responsible and keep everything going. But there is a lot of activity, emotion, and change right now happening. But this, I believe, is happening out of your desire to overcome some issues that you have here. It almost feels as though you didn't know you had those issues until you met this person, or until this person came into your life, right? Especially with this energy over here of you really wanting to battle and compete for them. Yeah, Aries, what can I say? You know, this feels like a karmic tie that is coming in for your ultimate better good. It feels like you're about to connect with somebody. Justice just fell out. Balance. You're about to connect with somebody who's going to show you how to bring some balance into your life. Who's going to show you ways in which, I'm going to say, they're going to be able to show you ways in which you can tap into some of your inner strength that you didn't have before. It's like they're going to help you really to think outside the box. Wheel of Fortune coming in for you. Yeah, the activity is very faded. There's a feeling of luck here that you've met this person. Temperance energy. Some of you may be dealing with Sagittarius. They really know how to take their time, temper themselves, bring exactly what's needed to any situation. They're extremely honest. This person is not really, with that Mercury and Sagittarius energy here with that Eight of Wands, they're not someone to pull their punches. They're not someone to sugarcoat. And yet at the same time, they provide all of this with a lot of love and nurturing and care. Again, it feels like a very karmic tie here, but for your good, for your ultimate good. Magician and Hermit energy. This is possible outcomes for you really reaching your highest potential as a result of the work that you and your person put in, but specifically that your person puts in to you, helping you to really see your deeper, stronger side, helping you to see things about yourself that maybe you did not see or perhaps that you took for granted. Hermit energy is, in many ways, yes, when we talk about the hermit, your person coming in with that, the hermit oftentimes, of course, is someone who's walking a very solitary life, but the hermit can also represent a teacher, like a spiritual teacher, someone who has walked that solitary, introspective path and knows how to bring some of those qualities and attributes to whatever situation. It does feel like this person is very much a spiritual connection for you and a spiritual teacher and guide for you, as well as a love connection. Again, I think that you are very enamored by them. You are very impressed by them. And you just feel like you want to be able to, they give you that. There's an inspiration here. I feel an inspiration here, Aries, that this person is giving you to sort of refine yourself. You've already learned quite a few lessons with that Queen of Wands, but there's a level of refinement here that's required on your part because you still engage in some futile behavior over here. This behavior over here is a little bit childish. There's still areas in which to learn and grow. And it's almost as if this love connection with this person is really serving as a vehicle for that. They bring so much understanding and knowledge. At the end of the day, you're really enamored with them, but they indeed have an attraction and a calling in with you. Like they feel as though they've been called into you. Gemini energy. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini. Alrighty. Let's move this over a little bit. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio. Yeah, karmic energy. This is what I'm talking about. Scorpio is represented. Death is Scorpio's card. So some of you are absolutely dealing with Scorpio energy. Some of you dealing with Cancer energy. Right? Now, you may have some of this energy in your chart, or your person may have some of that energy in their chart. Gemini, Scorpio, Cancer, 2 water and 1 air sign. Let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards. This is a real karmic event, karmic connection, I want to say. It's a karmic connection, and indeed, Spirit is coming in with that Wheel of Fortune to nudge you right into the path that you need to be with this connection. Again, absolutely, some of you, Aries, you're dealing with somebody who's older than you. Spirit of the Pegasus. Right? You're dealing with somebody who's a little bit older than you, or certainly more mature. They've just had a little bit more experience than you. They've certainly had some spiritual enlightenment. Spirit of Gaia. They've definitely spent some time in their lives doing shadow work and bring a lot of strength in that. Spirit of Pegasus, unrealistic, delusional, things are not as they seem. Take that for what it is. Spirit of Gaia, Mother Earth, creation. Oops. There we go. Mother Earth, creation, the family, right? Spirit of Gaia coming in. Again, earth energy, I think, really resonating with that Queen of Pentacles, resonating with your person. But we also have Spirit of the Stranger. All right? Caution, warning, danger, watch out. Somebody coming in that is no good. Right? They're not consistent. They're not to be trusted, perhaps. There's someone you don't know. So take that for what it is for you, if it resonates for you. Listen, this reading isn't going to be for every Aries, and of course this reading could also be vice versa. We have the Cobra And the Scorpion, again, absolutely some of you are dealing with Scorpio. Cobra, the inner teacher that we all have, right? That inner voice, that inner understanding, that our conscience that tells us, hey, you know what you're doing, you know what you're supposed to be doing, and the Cobra is always watching. Fire energy, more fire energy with that Scorpion. Again, the Scorpion representing life and death and rebirth, but the Scorpion energy in terms of an animal spirit needs to be reminded of not lashing out right away, being more receptive. Scorpion animal spirit energy is someone who will sting first and ask questions later. They're like overprotective, a little bit even maybe paranoid at times. Oftentimes, really not having a lot of friendships because this energy is quick to lash out. It's a fire energy that's quick to be angry, quick to lash out, quick to resentment, quick to sort of take things personal, be too heavy with things, take things too hard. Once again, a reminder of sort of lessening the judgment, lessening the fear, lessening the paranoia. Not everyone is out to get you, right? All right, Aries, this is your love reading for this week. These readings, I do them weekly. However, the energies here could last several weeks. Oftentimes, the situation I'm talking about is something that may have started several days, weeks, or months before and can stretch into the future that same amount of time. So take it for how it resonates for you. If it didn't resonate at all, then leave it on the table. This message is not for you. It's for another Aries or Aries cross watcher. And for right now, that's it. I'm just going to say I wish you all love, life, and happiness. So however you got to this video, I hope you got something out of it. Hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel, which is absolutely free. And that's it. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you guys next week here at Bow and Arrow Tarot for your weekly love tarot. Bye-bye now.